Hey lovelies, welcome back. It's your girl Katie here, and today's video is going to be a different kind of video. One I haven't done yet on my channel, and that is going to be the If I Could Only Keep 10 Palettes video. I've seen several of these floating around on YouTube, and I thought they looked fun. So basically, if you haven't seen that type of video, so what it means is I went through my collection and I picked out 10 palettes. Like, let's say if I were to be moving or something and I could only keep 10 palettes, which ones would I pick? So I went through my collections. Don't worry guys, I'm not getting rid of my collection or anything. This is just for fun, but I went through my collection and I picked the ones that I thought that I couldn't live without. So yeah, so I'm just going to be showing you guys which palettes I picked. I'll be telling you guys why I picked these palettes and all that good stuff. So let's just go ahead and jump right on into this video. Alright, so I don't have these in any particular order. I'm not ranking them. So I'm just going to go with what I have on top. And probably the first one is going to be no surprise to any of you guys. But the first one that I chose is literally the first one I grabbed. Is this one from ColourPop. And this is the Going Coconuts palette. I really, really enjoy this palette a lot. So here is what it looks like. I'm sure everybody knows what it looks like. But if you don't, here it is. It's a very neutral, like, cool toned brown palette. So yeah, so it may look boring to some, but this is my type of palette, my ideal palette here. So there's the first one. So next up one is, I don't know if I've showed this on my channel before. I know I've used it in the past, Shop My Stash, but this is from Beauty Creations, and this is the Cali Chick palette. Now I chose this one because I was thinking, you know, if I could only keep 10. By the way, I didn't tell you guys, the 10 that I chose from, they're all, I put some kind of like criterias, like they couldn't be discontinued and I had to have used them at least once. Because there are some palettes in my collection that I haven't gotten around to trying yet, so I didn't want to pick those just because I'm like, oh, I haven't used those yet. I don't know if I would want to get rid of that or not. So those are things, and I wanted to make sure. I don't mind when people show discontinued products on their channel, but some of you guys may not like that. So I tried to keep it to palettes that you could still find. So anyways, back to the palette. So Beauty Creations, and this is the Cali Chick palette. I chose this one because I was thinking, you know, I have of course ones that I like that are neutrals, but I was like, what about fall? Or I want a variety. I don't just want to go pick all my neutral palettes out. So this one I would say is perfect for fall. I used this one in the past, Shop My Stash a while back, and I know it may not look like much, but I actually really enjoyed using this one, and I had a lot of fun with this one, surprisingly. When I first pulled this for one of my Shop My Stashes I was looking at, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like that palette, and I fell in love with it. And that's being overly dramatic, but yeah, I really, really enjoy this one, and it's pretty affordable. I think it's like only $15 or something. So yeah, and the quality is really good too. So for sure that one. And then another one that I kind of was surprised, but I was like, you know what, I like having this around, is the Urban Decay Naked palette. I showed this in my current favorites video. And yeah, every time I look at this palette, I'm like, why do I like this palette? And then when I use it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I like it. Because, I don't know, the color story is just kind of boring and bland, and the colors are kind of similar, but I like it. It works. I like this palette. Then one that's actually newer to my collection, but yeah, I like it, is this one from Too Faced, and that is the Cinnamon Swirl palette. I picked this one up recent. I think this is the most recent palette I've bought. And yeah. I like the quality of it. I like the colors of it, and I just stuck my thumb in it. That's okay. Yeah, I was like, I really like this one. Even though I've only used it like once, when I used it, I liked it. I liked the look I came up with, and just looking at the color story, this is definitely one that is up my alley, so yeah. Alright, next up I'm going to start getting more into like my neutral picks, like, because you know, your girl loves a neutral palette. So, first up is this one from Too Faced. This is the Natural Nudes palette. This is newer to my collection, but This palette, every time I look at it, it's just so beautiful. It's like the perfect neutral palette, in my opinion. There's what it looks like. So I just love the tones of the shimmer shades. I love the tones of the mattes. It's just it's my perfect nude palette. Anyways, and then here's one from Ciate London, which I've gotten BoxyCharm, I think, and I really like it. And this is the Woman Power palette. Now this one is more neutral, but it has more like purples and pinks and other nice colors in there. So I don't know if this is like a true neutral, but you know, I thought this one was really, really nice. Another one I got a while back from BoxyCharm is this Violet Voss one and Holy Grail palette. This one, yeah, this one's really good quality. I've used this one several times and it's so pigmented. And again, it is neutral, but it has like these cranberry shades over here, which are really, really pretty and good for like winter time. And then, you know, it has your other basic neutrals, but it's just really good quality. So yeah, I definitely would want to keep this one in my collection. Alright, last neutral palette. ColourPop Bare Necessities palette. I mean, every nude shade that I would ever need would be right here in this palette. Because I warned you guys, I'm a neutral girl. I love my neutral palette. So if I have to keep only 10 palettes, it's going to be a majority of my neutral palettes. But this one's really good too. And I love that it has a black shade in there. Because I love to use this black shade here. I love to use it like either to kind of make it smoky in the corners there, or I like to use it as like eyeliner. So I'll put it across my top lash line, kind of making it have an illusion of eyeliner without actually using eyeliner. And then I'll put it sometimes in the bottom lash line as well to kind of like smoke it out. So I think it's really good to have a black shade with all your neutrals. And then last two are actual not neutral palettes, surprisingly. So I was thinking, you know, if I ever did want to have, or if I ever wanted to create really bright, colorful looks, then I would need to keep a couple of colorful palettes. So the two that I chose are both from ABH. So I have the Norvina Pro Pigment Palette Volume 1, and then I have Volume 3 here. So I'll show you guys Volume 1. And these are honestly really the only colorful palettes that I own right now. I mean, some palettes I own have some shades of like bright colors, but these are more like almost the whole palette is really colorful. So this is Volume 1. It's very purpley, but it does have nice yellow shades and just oranges and kind of reds and blues and things like that. So that's what that one looks like. And then the Volume 3 palette has more like greens, yellows. So that's what these two look like. And yeah, I was like, you know, it would be smart of me if I had to keep only 10 palettes to have at least 2 colorful palettes, just in case. But yeah, there you go, guys. That's going to do it. Those are the 10 palettes that I would keep if I had to only keep 10 palettes. Thankfully, I don't have to do that, but I'm glad to see that, it was kind of a challenge to myself to see if I could do that, because it was kind of hard, but then kind of easy at the same time, because when I went through my collection, I'm like, yeah, these are my ones that I really like, and then I was looking at the others, I was like, oh, but I still want you, but I was like, but it's just pretend, it's not real. But surprisingly, I could do it. It would be hard, but I could do it. I could get it down to only 10 palettes if I had to. But yeah, these are the ones that I would choose. So that is going to do it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you like seeing these types of videos. And also let me know what you guys, of course, thought of my picks if I had to keep only 10. But also, let me know down in the comments. I'm thinking about, here's a suggestion, let me know what you guys think. I'm thinking of doing a video where I show you guys all my discontinued palettes, like only discontinued palettes in that video, just showing you guys my discontinued palette collection, I'll call it that. But yeah, let me know if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, because, well, for one, you guys wouldn't be able, if you saw a palette that you liked in that video, I mean, you might be able to find it, but it'd be really hard to find it. But I don't know. Do you guys like seeing discontinued products? I just think it'd be kind of cool to be like throwback, you know, like Thursday or whatever, like show you guys products you may not even know have been discontinued. Maybe you'll be surprised and be like, oh, I own that one. I didn't know it was discontinued, kind of thing. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, because if you want to see that, I will film that. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!